Do you need something? It's DJ school. You got DJs fucking in the way.
Yeah, now they're just coming in.
That was ICE coming to deport Neil.
Yeah. It would be so funny if ICE was a white guy with dreads.
I would be so mad. I'm like, so you're telling me he gets to stay? But we have to go? I
would literally fight to the death, dude.
Oh my God.
At least have a crew cut if you're going to take me
Dude,
away.
you know what would be crazy?
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Hey, welcome back to the Trollholepod podcast, where we trash the troll so you don't have to reach in, pull it out, hop aboard the troll hoster because we're taking a ride to the spit pit. I'm one of your hosts. I'm shitting my pants that I'm going to go to the camps. It's me, Mike Lester. With me, as always, co-host with the most, butter to my toes. There's a hole in his porch and jizz on his specs. It's Ben Katzner, everyone.
I've been sent back in time to the president. I'm here. I've been sent back by forces from the future to destroy your regime, to end you and your entire family line.
We will peacefully organize.
I will destroy your bloodline.
By peacefully
I will drink the blood of your innocent son, I will fill my gullet with the screams of the innocent. I am a liberal sent from 2027 here to fuck shit up, and I'm going to insert whoever the president is right now. Whoever that is, go off, Mike.
Neil, we got to cut all of that out. Hey, let's just start. Welcome back to the Trollhole podcast, where we trash the trolls so you don't have to reach in, pull it out, hop aboard, throw a holster. We're taking a ride to the spit pit. I'm one of your hosts. I'm optimistic about the future. It's me, Mike Lester. With me, as always, host with the most, butter to my toast. There's a hole in his deck and jizz on his specs. It's Ben Katzner. Ben, what's up, Ben?
Hey, everybody. Great to be here.
Yeah.
I haven't threatened any political figures. Everything's fine.
We're all good.
This is all a joke. This is all satire. And I voted for whoever you needed me to vote to, so you can't deport me and you can't do weird stuff to me in a cell at TSA. I'm good.
We are going to run a disclaimer across this whole episode, and the guy that's going to make that happen is producer Neil. Neil is here.
I'm here.
Neil, what's up?
I'm glad to be here, guys. Glad to be a part of this new regime. Thank you to our overlord, whoever you are. Peace out there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Neil, is it true that you were sent back in time to the president? Is that
Welcome
true?
back to the Trollhole podcast, where we trash the trolls so you don't have to reach in, pull it out, hop aboard the troller holster. We're taking a ride to the spit pit. I'm one of your hosts. I've never made a political joke. It's me, Mike Lester.
I'm Ben. I'll do some jokes politically.
No,
give me your little political takes. I'll put them right
against
here.
Against those pro-human libs, right?
Yeah,
Dummies.
I hate humans.
Dummy. Yeah.
I hate them.
I can't wait till we're all categorized and documented for a bunch of different stuff.
So is this just going to be a podcast where I can't threaten any political figures? You're just never going to let me do it. Every time I do it, we just have to start over.
I'll just restart. It's fine. We can just do 45 minutes of restarting.
I just feel like, you guys are all so sad when they came in. They're like, oh, they're deporting legal citizens and we're all going to die. And I'm like, here's one thing we can do. I can threaten to, any political figure that I want to make you feel better.
No, see, I don't want to be associated with that, though. That's the thing. I don't want to be associated.
So you're saying I do it in silence and write a little note and be like, this is for my boy Mike, wink, wink.
Yes.
And then,
for your buddy Mike Leibovitz.
This time I won't miss.
For your bud Mike Cronin.
Yeah. This is for all the Mikes out there.
For
Mikey, especially Mikey Winfield. This is for you, buddy. You're a step man now.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough news to read before the pod.
That's why I never wanted you to learn how to read. I knew this would happen. I knew it would make you sad.
Why did I have to get radicalized? Why do I have to start being politically informed?
When do you feel like you got radicalized?
When did you do that?
Yeah, because I might have missed that.
Oh my
Too
goodness,
much Patrick CC.
I think Patrick CC had a big part in it, but no man, I just think in this current political climate, it's important to know what is happening beyond what the mainstream is telling us because you know, there's a lot of stuff they tell us.
This is where we get our ground news sponsorship right here. It's ground news. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, ground news. You want to know what's going on in Lebanon? Ground news.
Ground news.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're radicalized now. You're ready to go.
I wouldn't say that.
But
I'm not gonna say that.
But I can't. But I'm like, hey, I'm organizing an event.
Yeah,
you
sure.
Know
I mean, listen, this app doesn't have to come out. That's totally fine. We'll re-release an old one. We'll have a bye week. We'll have an off week.
Yeah. Let's re-release the live episode that we recorded.
Yeah, let's do it. We never released it to begin with.
I still have the iPhone footage.
Hey, let's do a little housekeeping. Shout out to our patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I do want to make one note. They're actually not patrons. They're patrons.
Ooh.
And I like this because
who told you that?
That's just the way it's spelled, and I think we should keep it that way.
Thank you to the patrons.
I think we like that.
What is Trollholepod in Espanol, Neil?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to say troll in Spanish.
Ooh, that's a good one.
He'll look that up.
Yeah,
we'll figure that out
a little bit.
We'll figure that out.
So shout out to our patrons. We've been drinking you up. We've been slurping you down.
Hey, we'll be joining you soon for the things Ben said. we'll be
what does that mean?
Agujero troll.
What is it?
Agujero troll.
That's like isn't that a woman?
Sounds like hetero. What's he saying?
Agujero troll.
Agujero troll.
Agujero troll.
You nailed it.
Agujero troll.
Welcome to the Alteratron.
Shout out to all of them.
Well, patron, shout out
everybody who's signed up. We appreciate you. We got some good content cooking in there. I feel like we got a lot of fun stuff happening. Sign up for the Patreon if you haven't already, or at the very least, if you could really help us out. I feel like we got a lot of new people here, and if you're watching this, shout out to you too. Subscribe to the pod on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. And leave us some comments, talk some shit, talk some love, give us whatever you got.
Comments on Spotify too help a lot.
Comments on Spotify help a lot.
So give
us
cooking.
A 5-star review. We're just begging for anything. Really do literally anything.
Please.
We'll take it.
Yeah. But it really is just a grind. You just have to keep grinding.
Yeah, and then capitalism will grind your bones to dust and it won't really matter at all. But yeah, for now it's fun.
I'll grind your bones.
Oh, we don't do those anymore.
To make a what? I'm just doing a voice.
We can't do that.
To make a fillet of fish.
Is that Beyonce? Who is that?
Yeah, it is. That's,
do your
that's
Beyonce for me.
Knowles.
Yeah.
All the single ladies. If you like it, you should have put a ring on it.
Yeah. Do Beyonce when she found out Jay-Z was cheating on her.
Jay-Z, not a good guy.
Not a great guy. Not a good man. Don't like him.
Not being that nice of a guy right now. Thought he was a good guy. I was wrong.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You're pretty talented.
Yeah.
You were going to make a lot of shekels in the camp.
I'll be sucking off guards day one. Dude.
Please.
I'm getting out.
Do it, dog.
That's how they get out.
That's how they get in.
That's how you get out.
I think we'll be okay. I think we'll figure it out. I like that white people are scared now. I think that's good. I think that's good for the country to be like, hey, we were all pretty scared the last 4 years. Maybe we'd be nice to each other, you know? I think that's good for once, but
this will probably unify us more.
I don't think so. I think we're so beyond that we kind of have to get destroyed as a group of people.
Oh.
And not even, I used to be like, oh, like a big asteroid or like aliens or whatever will like
destroy
unite
us.
Yeah. I thought they would unite us but then the pandemic taught me that like, oh, there's just no literal actual death could be raining down on you. And someone's going to be like, I think we should give death a chance. You know, like, I think we should let death speak.
Aliens will come spectate it though, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, part of me thinks that maybe we are, you know, the what's it called, like the zoo theory, where we're an experiment by aliens, and they're just watching us, and maybe we're getting to the end of the experiment.
Great docuseries on Netflix called Encounters, and one of the episodes was in Japan, and there was like this nuclear disaster, and like
Never heard
thousands
of
of
it.
people saw UFOs like above. It was in like 2017.
Oh.
It was like caused by a tsunami, but they saw like dozens of UFOs in the sky,
Yeah.
and they got like video footage. So it's like they're checking us out.
Yeah, check in.
Something goes down.
Check
they come
in.
check it out.
Pop a drone over. See
check
what
it.
we're doing.
Dude,
Come on.
dude,
Who cares?
abduct me.
Remember when we were talking about drones and now we just don't give a shit? Now we're just talking about like how many people could kill a gorilla or whatever the fuck online. No one gives a shit about anything.
Yeah,
I think whatever happens to us is exactly what we deserve. And for you, the listener, you deserve to have a good podcast and you're going to get it. So this is great. What a great place for you to be.
I remember when I was like scared of getting abducted by aliens. Now I'm like hyped.
You're
about
begging?
it. I'm like, please, God, take me.
Me too. I just every night I go to bed ass up, just begging for it. I hope nobody probes me and abducts
You
me.
put like a funnel in your asshole.
Right.
Just easy
I was
access.
like, God, I hope no one just cuts me open in space. Oh, that would suck.
I hope I'm not anally probed and chipped.
Oh no, I hope I'm not milked by someone with the perfect size tentacle. That's what I think. Mike, I think we should get into our first segment before one of us just has a mental breakdown. What do you think?
Did anyone say anything weird to you this week? DSAWTYTW.
This is, if you're new to the podcast, don't start here. Don't
This is
start on this
bad.
episode. Start at episode like what, 10?
1.
No, not 1.
Okay, 20.
Maybe like 20 for sure. I think once we got into double digits, we started firing off a little bit. But I think this one we're just coming in with some energy. You know, we're feeling the world a little bit. Don't start here, okay?
It's
End up
tough.
here.
We'll warm up into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is like if you haven't stretched before going out and getting athletic.
Right.
We're all tensed up. You know,
My stretching is
Mary
saying
Mack is scaring the shit out of us on Instagram.
Mike's getting scared by an 85-pound woman from Wisconsin being like, the Republicans are going to kill you, which we already know.
They're
We
gonna
understand
grab
that.
up Mary Mack.
Hey,
Oh,
careful.
yeah.
Careful.
She's our queen.
You can't do that to solar opposite star Mary Mack.
So go check out some other episodes and then come back here and then, you know, maybe that'll make a little bit more sense. Mike,
Come
did anyone
check
say
in.
anything weird to you this week?
I did a show last night, and I was closing the show out, and you know, I was working on new stuff. You know, I was doing 15 to close it. You know, not my, you know, it's new stuff, so it's not going to be, you know, you close with the bangers.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
earn the $50.
Sure.
But that first 10, that's me time.
I can almost guarantee I know well, I'll let you finish, but
in Lower Town, St. Paul.
I know what it was, but the weird thing was I bet I could almost pinpoint who it was said by, but I'm going to let you finish.
There's no way you'll ever guess it.
Okay, go ahead.
So this guy comes up and he's like, Mike, I don't think we've ever met before. I just want to say I've been a fan of you for you. And this is after just like, you know, I'm
Slinging them dog shit.
slinging them dog. I even talked about dog shit.
There you
That's
go.
so crazy.
I know my boy.
Yeah. But he's like, yeah, watching you up there, man. You know, compared to a few years ago, like it's nice to see how your materials evolve.
There you go.
Yeah.
The classic backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you used to be ass before, but now you're ass and titties. You're pretty good, bro. That's not bad, you know.
I feel like it's in the decline if you're like comparing a set you saw me do in a club versus me just working shit out. But it was tough. He was really nice.
He's trying to give you a compliment. He's doing the best he can. These people are just idiots. Everyone has CTE now and microplastics wedged into their brain. So they don't know how to communicate.
Everyone's got long COVID.
Everyone has long COVID.
Quarantine hurt them.
Quarantine hurt everyone. We're all waiting to get probed, and this guy's just having a tough time.
No one has any social skills.
No one has any social skills except for me. I'm very social and good.
You are. How many people do you talk to a day?
A day? What a funny question. How many people a day you think you talk to?
Outside of mics.
Depends on the day.
Outside of mics.
Okay, what about shows?
Outside of fucking shows.
Okay, well, mics and shows are two different things.
Are they? Not from what I was experiencing last night.
Well, I would say on the average day, I'm not so outside of comedy. I don't know. Am I leaving my house? If I'm not leaving my house, it's maybe like 3 people, maybe 2 people, 1 in person, 2 on the phone. Does texting count? Because I feel like I text a lot, or like I'm in group chats.
I think it's got to be verbal, face to face.
I would say, do you need something? this DJ school. You got DJs fucking in the way.
Yeah, now they're just coming in.
That was ICE coming to deport Neil.
Yeah. It would be so funny if ICE was a white guy with dreads.
I would be so mad. I'm like, so you're telling me he gets to stay? But we have to go? I
would literally fight to the death,
Oh my God.
At least have a crew cut if you're going to take me
Dude,
away.
you know what would be crazy? I know you support this president because you voted for him, but
damn right. You damn fucking right I do.
Dude, me too.
If I wasn't where I
Hashtag me too.
Hashtag
me also. It's me also.
me also.
Hashtag me also Trump.
You guys need to go report back to your boy, and he should start making trans ICE officers. Like I want to see what happens if they go. Okay, you want more trans people in government? Boom, here you go.
I feel like that would work if he's like, I'll let you stay, but you gotta do this.
That's okay. That's the best way. Hey Donnie, buddy, look at me in the eyes, Don. Okay, if you really want to turn this thing on its side and you want to be the king you're pretending to be, you gotta get all the woke folk in your wingspan, whatever, under your umbrella, and then turn them against their brethren. Okay, that's what you need to do. That's a true king. What you're doing, honestly, little bitch shit. You're a little coward. You're a little baby boy, and I'm not gonna make Mike restart the podcast.
We don't. I just realized we don't have the viewership to where this will get back to him whatsoever.
Well, we never know. We never know what could happen.
Yeah, a clip goes viral. Our most viral clip gets us all deported.
But if you're really the tough guy you say you are, convert all the woke folk into your little fold and then make them turn on their friends. That's what Adolf would do, and that's who you want to be, right? So there's something to think about. Just something to think about.
Ben, did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This one's pretty fun. I was getting gas at a Speedway. Shout out to Speedway, one of our sponsors.
You go in there?
I did this time because I want a little treat for myself.
What'd you get?
I don't even remember. Maybe a drink and like a Snickers, like a peanut. I like a peanut butter Snickers.
You like peanut butter.
Okay.
You like peanut butter. No, it's not.
I don't even think that's true.
I
feel like you
just snacks.
I feel like you just grabbed a thing. I don't even know.
No, because I remember.
I think one time I got something with peanut butter.
You got peanut butter pretzels.
Oh, those Reese's.
Yeah,
those are good.
Well,
maybe it was that
peanut butter.
It might have actually been those. Now that I think about it.
I'm not clowning on you. It's a good snack.
So let's say I got those again, and then I was paying for it. I'm getting the gas at the gas at the register.
Paying for the gas.
I was getting my gas at Speedway, and the two workers were talking, and then this lady was like, "What the hell are these?" Talking about I couldn't see what they were, but I guess they were some toys or something. And they're like, "Oh, these are toys from corporate." And this lady goes,
"Toys from corporate?"
I literally don't even understand what the fuck the context was of what they were saying. I just remember her being like, "Oh yeah, these are toys from the higher ups or corporate or something." Right?
Oh, nice.
And then this lady who asked the initial question goes, "Huh. I hope they're toys for me that vibrate at night." That's what she said. In the middle of a customer. She's just like, "Yeah, I hope I can jam these in my pussy." That's what she's doing.
It's just a bathroom key.
Yeah. She was so horny at 3:35 p.m. that she's like, "God, I want to sit on one of those little toys from the gas station corporate
sits
offices
on a Hot Wheel and comes."
Yeah. It was just so wild. I just had to be like,
Did you fake laugh along?
I just smiled. It was me and another guy, and then she was behind him or something, or behind me. Her voice was just floating around behind one of us, and
really?
she was really just be like, you know what? I could use one of those vibrating toys, and I was like, this is crazy. You're still at work.
That is a woman that knows that her job is secure. The turnaround at Speedway is so high.
Absolutely. What do you need to fire me? Who's gonna clean up the bathroom this guy just destroyed? You know?
Yeah. 2 of our coworkers a week go missing. You can't fire me. There's a missing persons report out for our regional manager.
I'm the only one here who has both eyes that can count to 11. You need me, okay? You're not going to fucking fire me. Yeah, I'm going to talk about jerking off while there's other people in the store.
12, we got to call it in. 11, I got you.
12 is manager level. 12 is corporate. You call it in. It's, whatever. But this lady was just so jacked up about... I don't even know. She really went fucking A to Z, like immediately, just like, oh, I hope they vibrate because I want them in me. And I was just like, you are perfect. Honestly, never change. I want to see.
She'll work there as long as she wants to.
She would snap my dick in half. That's what I should have said. I should have said, God damn, that's a real woman. She would break me in two.
You pick up your Reese's Take 5, and you're like, this is what she'd do to my dick.
I don't know. There's just something about that animal sexuality at a gas station that really gets me. I'm like, okay, I respect that. I see you.
I do respect, especially at 3:30. That is a weird time to be horny. My peak horniness is morning or evening.
Yeah. That's pretty natural. That makes sense.
I wake up horny and I go to sleep horny. It never gets satiated.
It never gets old. Sometimes I pray just to be like, I can't wait till I'm like a 75-year-old man whose dick just doesn't work anymore.
I feel like I'm there.
And then I could just be...
I feel like all this Gatorade Zero I'm drinking has made me sterile.
Yeah, we're all chock full of microplastics.
Like, when's the last time you got a boner from your mind? Neil, you can chime in if you want. Chime in anytime, Neil.
I'm letting you guys go home.
You know what? The last time I got a boner was when it was on our last Patreon episode where Neil...
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Okay, well, you got.
That's the greatest piece of content. Just stick with us through May, and you'll get the greatest piece of content.
That was the last time I got rock hard. Neil really surprised me.
What do you call that? Neil's got them really good. They're like
cum gutters.
Dude, I keep them nice.
Cum gutters got me fucking
brother.
Got me diamond hard.
Neil's got lady boy hips.
Man,
I just watched a video essay on that.
On ladyboys?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, maybe society should fall.
Well, that's Thailand. I wish we had ladyboys.
Maybe we just hit the button and start over. Who cares? Who gives a shit?
Wow, what a great way to close our first segment. Maybe we start over. Who cares?
I mean,
hey, welcome back to the Trollholepod podcast. Reach in, pull it out.
Yeah.
Neil, did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
Oh, I don't. No one ever says anything weird to me.
Neil, how many people do you talk to a day?
A lot, depending on the job.
Face to face, yeah.
Face to face, a lot.
Yeah, because you have 15 jobs.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm right at 2 right now, and then and then
we're 2 separate jobs.
1, 2, and
we
then
are 2 separate.
We are
jobs.
2 separate jobs.
You're like salaried. I'm hourly.
No.
Yeah.
We're both interns.
We're all interning.
Yeah. How many people do you talk to a day?
Oh, so many.
Yeah, you're in the office.
I'm in the office, and I gotta go to other offices.
I would say on like a Monday, if I'm not going out, and you're not counting texts or like whatever, does a phone call count?
Sure.
2 people.
I'm like 20 to 75, maybe 100 people a day.
I just think you take the internet out of it because I'm like trying to spend more time away from my phone. Like I'll just put it somewhere, right? Yeah. And then I realized, like, wow, just existing in your surroundings, like you get like phone withdrawals. You know?
You can. You 1000%. Definitely can. I feel like I'm good at being away from my phone, but I don't like the feeling of like when it's now back within reach of how quickly I'm like, got it. I see something. I need, So
you have to like put it in another room.
I don't have to, but sometimes I do. Like maybe sometimes we go for a walk and I leave it at home, or sometimes it's charging in a room and I'm in a different room and it's fine.
You go out, you look under the deck.
Yeah.
Check out the situation.
Check out. Yeah, that's my new. Check the
entry points. How good did you feel me calling you the other
Hold on a second. I did feel good. I have a mouse in my house and Mike is... I thought that would be part of the intro. I guess it kind of was.
Yeah.
Wait, but we got to end this segment before we start that. That's been. Did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
Yeah, the next segment's called "There's a Mouse in Ben's House." Neil, you got anything for Neil's Nook? Neil's Corner.
Yeah, our newest segment. This is Neil's Nook. This is Neil's moment to say whatever he wants.
Neil had to drive through traffic to go get something and come back.
Brutal.
And I definitely didn't come up with a Nook. But
Okay.
I was going to say really quick, do you want to go our favorite Doge cuts? Just kidding.
Sure, I'll go.
So let's the spending cuts, and then what I thought was really interesting is if you go onto the Doge website, it looks like a crypto coin.
I think it's interesting that you went to the fucking Doge website. That's crazy. I would have never in a million years been like, I'm going to visit this website.
Yeah, and it looks like you could just buy a meme coin on this bitch. And they're telling you how much you're losing money. So really quick, I'm going to list 3 things that they're cutting or 4, and then you can decide. You can tell me which one we like.
I love this segment. That's a good improvised segment, Neil.
Thank you. I tried to take.
It's not improvised. It came up with it before.
It's a very good improvised.
Right on the fly, dude. All right, so I'm gonna start with the top 3, and which one where do we think is the best? We got Department of Education.
Oh yeah.
You
just need YouTube now.
Yeah, right. We got the FDA. We got Department of Veteran Affairs. And we have the Bureau of Indian Affairs, and I'm assuming that they're talking about like Native Americans.
Oh, I was so nervous about how you're going to differentiate.
Then also U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services too. They're
bonus.
They're taking everything.
Yeah. So we're saying which one we want to go. We're okay with going.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Let's see. Department of Veteran Affairs directly affects my father. FDA. I feel like I shop at places where they'll do their own recalls, so I'll go FDA.
You're going FDA?
I'll go a little E. coli never hurt anyone. I'll go FDA.
Okay, I'm going Department of Education. Get rid of it.
Fuck these kids.
Neil, this is the
Start over. Let it rot. Who cares? You know how many teachers I had that fucking sucked? Get rid of the Department of Education. Build it back up with better teachers.
Let Linda McMahon build it back up in her image.
As only Linda McMahon would ever say, and no one else has ever said this, let's build back better. That's what she would say.
Build back better. Get rid of the desk. There's one wrestling ring.
Yeah, everyone has to fight for information. That's what it is.
That's what we will be doing.
If you can't powerbomb someone through a whiteboard, you don't get to learn today. I'm sorry. That's what it is.
That does sound fun.
I think so. I do have a joke about this, I guess, but that never works. But I think it's funny. I think with the Department of Education being dismantled, that like now is a time for like homeschooled kids to really thrive and get their revenge. But like not their revenge like a public school kid would get, not like,
a homeschool shooting.
But homeschool kids
to shoot their parents.
Yeah.
That's how most school shootings start. So just cut out the travel.
That's what they wanted to kill anyway.
Yeah. That's who you see when you're shooting at the kids. It's your now deceased parents outside of their gun safe.
I'm just excited that homeschool kids get to be the alphas now. They get to be. This is crazy. This is where you decided to go there. I didn't say that.
Oh, I punched it up. That's what we did.
Yeah. We only punch up
each other's stuff.
Yeah. So, I just shout out to all the homeschool kids. You're doing it right. Not only are you smarter than everyone who has to go to a public school now, you also get breast milk for snack time. So good for you, dude. I appreciate you.
That's awesome.
Are you smarter than a president in cognitive decline? That'll be the new game show. That'll be the new game show. And if he beats
it's just the president watching you as you answer, and everyone's just like, no. No, I'm an idiot.
Not. You're so smart, dude.
Don't listen to me. I'm dumb. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good episode or not, but it is happening. So
I think it is good.
So that's been Neil's Nook. Wait, no, Neil, you pick one.
Oh, shoot. I was going to say the Department of Indian Affairs because I am one, but don't receive anything yet, so it's fine.
Every bad thing that happens in the world, we deserve it.
Yeah, we're all just selfishly picking. It's like, I buy food that won't be affected.
So much.
Ben's out of school. He doesn't give a shit.
We suck so much, dude. Oh, that's so funny. I love
Pretty
it.
great. That's a good Neil's Nook.
Nice Neil's Nook. Check back every week whenever we have a podcast where it's just us three. We're always gonna have a Neil's Nook. I would almost argue every episode we should do it, but I don't want to put that kind of pressure.
Make
on
sure, Neil, you screen record the Doge website because that's probably going to get taken down in the next few weeks.
Yes,
because he's quitting.
He's
okay. So it's
closing.
So it's illegal to threaten like a sitting president.
Yeah,
but what if I threaten the?
What if I threaten Teddy
Doge?
Roosevelt? What if I threaten dead?
What if I
president?
threaten the head of like government efficiency or something? Is that a problem?
I think it depends on which state you're in.
Like right now, Elon. Yeah,
mentally, I'm not in a good state. Is this okay?
They're trying to make it illegal for us to like set Teslas on fire.
Yeah,
I mean that's illegal, but as a protest.
Texas passed a law saying you can't make political memes unless they're disclaimers, and you can face a year in prison.
Okay, disclaimer. I'm gonna president.
You get jumped.
I'm gonna the president.
You're gonna get jumped into a prison gang, dude.
Disclaimer: this is satire. Allegedly.
We're all so scared right now.
We're all so scared right now.
I'm gonna fucking.
I don't know. I had like something happen to me like before I came here too that like left me shook, and I was saving it for my troll of the week.
Oh, we might as well get into it. Let's get our trolls of the week.
I was driving home from work, and there was this vehicle erratically driving in front of me, like through my neighborhood. And then this vehicle stopped at a four-way, and he sat there. There's like no stop sign where he's at. So I like courtesy honked at him to let him know that I was going around him. He then started like pursuing me very closely, like fast. I like lapped around and parked by a construction site where people were at.
Okay.
He got out of his car.
I thought you were going to say abandoned construction site. I'm like, Mike, why do you want this man to kill you so badly?
No, he got out of his car, and I was like, all right, if this is it, this is it. So I get out of my car. He sees me. He immediately gets back in his car.
Oh.
That's
right. He's scared of fucking Glaciato Blanco, bitch.
I was also holding a screwdriver, but
nice.
I was ready.
I think I've said this to my wife like multiple times. I think we should all be allowed a traffic gun. Okay.
Oh, dude. After today, I totally agree.
A gun where it's like you can't kill anyone with it, but you can like shoot at their tires or you can shoot out their windshield or something, just so they know that they fucked up. And if you use it incorrectly, I don't know, there has to be some sort of punishment, I guess. But I think just the idea of like, hey, if you can afford a traffic gun, you're allowed to have one. I think that's okay.
Yeah, and if you see a green pickup with the license plate 5051AF, that's my troll of the week.
Do what we would do to the president to this guy. Okay.
No. But yeah, that happened like right before this. And then I like
that's scary.
It was scary. And then so he leaves. But I was like, I refuse to be fucking intimidated in my neighborhood.
Sure.
So I parked my car, got my bloodhound, and went the direction he drove looking for him.
There you go.
I just had my chill lo-fi beats in, just screwdriver in pocket.
Chill lo-fi beats like, I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna kill this guy.
Yeah. This little light of mine.
I don't know why that. I don't know.
This little light of mine.
I'm not an artist. I don't know what you want from me.
This little lo-fi.
Oh my god. Ooh, let me do a car one for troll of the week. How about that?
Do it.
Love
Double
it. Traffic
time. Soon we'll be living in abandoned ones. So.
Traffic tariffs. Boy,
tariffs.
This isn't going to be funny, but this is true. My wife and I were walking in our neighborhood, and a car just drove past and went, "Nigger!" Just yelled it. Screamed it.
This is I want to say this is worse than the Jamie Wolf episode. But but it's pretty good.
It's
like raw and honest, dude. Like it's fucking real.
At least we don't have a guest. At least we don't have to pretend in front of a guest.
We've shed the veil. Like we've completely shed the veil.
Yeah, life is a horrible mess that we're all just supposed to be like, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing great. I saw my son today. You don't care.
I thought
we're all dying.
I thought this guy was gonna collide into me today.
Sure.
And then I had to brandish a screwdriver to herd him back into his vehicle.
Yeah, someone called me a nigger from a car, and I go, and this is my response, because I knew we were walking, so I couldn't catch him fast enough. So I just go, have a good day.
That's
literally what I did. Because I'm like, that would piss me off. If I wanted to racially get at someone and they're just like, great to see you, Greg, or whatever, I'd be pissed, right? And yeah, I don't know. It was tough because I was just like, damn, what was my wife wearing to make that guy say that? Like I knew you shouldn't have wore Tim's in a fitted today. God damn it.
It's just it's crazy because you don't know who's gonna have a gun, right?
Yeah, that's the tough part because I want to hurt everybody, but I don't have a gun on me right now.
And
right now, by the time this episode comes up, you don't know, bitch.
My idea is you're gonna have to pull the trigger on me. And it's gonna have to be from afar, or I will take your eye out with a Phillips head screwdriver.
Yeah.
Because I'm at that point. You know what I mean?
Like, you know me, dog. I'm with you.
Like I'm at that point.
I keep those things on me. I got stuff on me just in case.
Don't the toolbox go.
I personally wouldn't fuck with me, but you know, you do you. That's your choice. I don't have a gun on me, but there are things. Things can be on me that aren't a gun.
Yeah, I got like a hatchet bedside. I got like hammers.
Bedside hatchet.
I got a huge wrench in the front hallway closet.
I picture you as a father. You know how kids like fuck around in their parents' bedroom and they find like dildos and stuff? Like I picture a little Mike Jr. being like, oh, guys, I found my dad's hatchet.
Dude, that was me as a kid. I'm like, I found all these knives in your drawer.
I found my dad's bedside hatchet.
Why is it lubed up?
Neil Zinger.
Daddy's doing a little lumberjack play.
Yeah, it just feels like I should have a gun.
Yeah, I think you should too.
We all should.
Yeah, get one. I can't have one because I have weed in my house. Pointing at that guy.
Is that what you fucking?
That's the only reason I don't have a gun.
Well, Neil, you get behind me.
Do you want to put that on camera or no?
You get behind me, and the screwdriver will set us free.
We should get a podcast
I have a legal
gun.
amount, a legal amount of weed at my house, but I think it's illegal to have. It's federally. In Minnesota, it's legal, but federally, it's illegal to have any weed next to a gun in any house.
Unfortunately for you, Neil lives on top of a gun store, so don't try anything.
That's a good Patreon goal to buy a gun for the pod.
Dude,
yeah,
donate to the
Patreon, and we'll get a club gun for the boys.
Become a patron.
I love that idea of like, hey guys, do you mind if I have the gun this weekend? I'm going to Arizona. I just need something, you know?
Are you allowed to fly with a gun?
I'll drive.
Sure.
Oh, there we go.
Sure, you can fly with a gun. Just say it's soap. Just say it's a bar of soap.
You think so?
Soap gun.
Yeah, in a locked case.
Hell yeah. Okay, well those are two fun trolls of the week, I guess. That was not the one I was gonna say, but I felt like I want to be in solidarity.
You got another one?
Yeah, this one is more light. this is way more lighthearted. I was gonna say troll of the week is Tyrese Halliburton's dad. I don't know if you watched any of the Pacers Bucks basketball series.
Ooh, another athlete one.
Yeah,
another basketball.
I've just been watching a lot of basketball lately, so I feel like it just comes up. And Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yep.
He got into like 3 small skirmishes post game after losing the series, and one of them was with the opposing player's father, Tyrese Halliburton's dad. He plays for the Indiana Pacers, and at first you just see this like Giannis is 6'10", 6'11".
He's huge,
and like
he's French.
Truly, if he lived in a different time, he'd be considered a Greek god. Okay,
he would die like very early.
Okay,
from his height
alone, yeah, because he just hits his head on all the beams. Dunk.
He'd be called like an ogre and like chased by the village people.
Yeah. Giannis the Giant approaches. 100%. Stone him. But so he's like getting all these skirmishes. In the last one, is with this tiny little black man, just like, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, is that somebody's dad? What is this? They're face to face. He's like really he's just like fucking John at him, whatever. And then you see an alternate view. What happened was Tyrese Halliburton's father came from the stands and was holding, I believe, a towel with his son's face on it, and was like shaking it at him like a fucking
like a
matador,
yeah,
and basically daring him to do anything, and being like, "Go home, get the fuck out of here, you suck, whatever." And then Giannis was like, "I could kill you. I could flick you in your little bulbous head, and I could burst your brain and murder you." And this guy just was talking all that shit. So actually, I'm going to open this up to not just this father, all NBA dads, I feel like, are just shit talkers. LeVar Ball, Ja Morant's dad, this guy, all these guys, because they're so cocky because they got their kid to the NBA that they think that they're like invincible. I do want to see one of them just get clocked once.
Yeah, but it's like, what are the repercussions of that for the player?
Oh, it would be lifetime ban. You'd be fucked.
You'd be lifetime. You kill LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
You punch LeVar in the head and
you're fucked. You're completely fucked. You're screwed.
Yeah.
But you know, like get a guy who like has got nothing left, who's just like, yeah, this is my last game. And just be like, hey, could you kill that guy's dad for me? Just see what happens. I think the game needs a little more spice like that.
Hand Patrick Beverly a shiv.
Absolutely. That's a great. Hey, you want to get back in the league? Take this kid. See that guy's mom? Get rid of her. You know.
I got another troll of the week. There was a Wisconsin judge that's being prosecuted now for they let an immigrant being pursued by ICE exit the courtroom through a side door, and I think the judge is a troll, and that's bad.
You think that's bad?
Yeah.
Well, you think you should have fucked the person?
No, it's a joke.
I think
it's good. Yeah. I'm just trying to appeal to the new regime as we.
They're not our. I mean, we probably have some people who are on that side, but like,
bro, I literally joke about how we're going to the camps in every set, and like everyone agrees.
Yeah, that's good.
Like everyone agrees. Like, yeah, that's
we are a unified nation. It's just in fear. So that's great. That's exactly what you want. That's perfect. It's like, God, what'll bring us together? I don't know. The imminent death. That could be it. That might be it.
Neil, you got a troll of the week?
No troll of the week.
Neil might be the troll of the week.
I might be the troll of the week. A troll of the week. The prosecutors of Luigi Mangione deny listening in to his calls. I don't know if that's a troll. That's just very interesting.
This podcast.
No,
what are we doing?
I'm just joking.
A thing I'm learning about you is that I didn't know you were so up on the news, you know? I feel like you're really in this.
I think it's easy
I love current events.
Yeah.
Since I was a little kid, yeah.
Maybe we do like a Neil's current events, like
I can just put together like a quick 2 minutes of stuff I've been watching. Yeah.
I think too, it's like all the video essays nowadays, like they're so accessible. It's like never been easier.
Yeah.
The news is easy to watch. What are we talking about here?
No, but I want
you think a video essay where you'll never believe what happened to Hitler's daughter. You think that's easier than just being like, hey, tonight in Ukraine, this happened.
Whoa. What's more interesting?
Okay, well that's
the Hitler's daughter.
That's a different question.
And it's like I wasn't like I don't know. I didn't know what fascism was, and now I'm like enough news. You know what fascism is nowadays.
How did Shane Gillis go from being fired from SNL to a comedy megastar?
Yeah, you get to the end of that, you're like, I think we're fucked as a country. Oh boy, I don't know.
Today's video is sponsored by Factor Meals.
This episode will never come out. We'll just put up an old one. It'll be fine. It doesn't matter.
It's gonna come out. I like this episode.
What are we at right now?
It felt good.
How should we close her down?
What are we at, Neil?
We're at like 45, 47.
Perfect. Well, go to hell.
Too long. Yeah, we didn't get any. We didn't curate any. Did anyone say anything weird to you this week? Guest drop whatever opinions.
Yeah.
Solicitors.
Anonymous.
Q Anonymous. That's a good title. I don't know, Neil. Do you have anything else you want to add? I feel like you're the big finish usually.
Oh, as of right now, no. I'm so sorry.
Perfect.
I do appreciate.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, no, I do appreciate it.
The internal EPs were still working them out how to land the plane.
I do think we should maybe these are a good one. Maybe we do a troll play.
I'm down.
Come on. It's been a long time.
How about this?
It's been
Neil?
a long time.
You give us a prompt, okay? And we will troll play it.
We're doing a Mad Libs?
Here's what it's got to be, though. It's got to be something we've discussed from this episode.
Ooh.
No, it should always be how would we handle a troll in this situation? But it can be about what we.
Okay.
So let's do
Oh, the N-word guy. All right, I'll be the guy. You be you.
You do mine, and I'll do yours. So yeah. So let's do yours first. I'm the guy who's been chasing you.
Here's the thing, but we handled both of those.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Your guy was. They were both cowards.
Let's say what? Okay, here's a good troll play. Maybe we cut some of this out till we get to this point. I think I finally got it. We get to confront our actual trolls. We found them. How do we handle it?
What have they said?
Well, for you, it was the guy almost like he got out of his car and threatened.
So he's not even looking at you. He's walking that way, and you have your screwdriver in your hand. You're walking on a.
I'm walking. My screwdriver's a gun, bitch.
Is anyone around?
Yeah, yeah. Just the police. Just the police.
Bam.
That's it. Okay. Screwdriver to the fucking shoulder blade. Okay. So that's it. Okay. So how would I
your guy?
How would I handle my?
I don't
guy?
know. I would honestly tell him, I'm like, you probably shouldn't be driving in the state you're in.
Oh, is he fucked up?
It seemed like it, dude. He's driving erratically, and for someone with a rosary hanging from the rear view, you're not really practicing.
God doesn't live here, sister.
You're not really practicing what God preaches.
Sure.
Do you believe in God, Mike?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
This is how we end. This is how we end the podcast.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Which God?
I think it's I believe it's like an orb.
Ooh.
I believe it's like a spiritual entity that can take any form.
Beautiful.
Because if you go back into the Bible, it's like they talk a lot about like angels and like carriages,
and they look like spaghetti and shit.
Well, they're UFOs.
Yeah,
to
you ever seen the old
I
angels?
think it's UFOs and aliens that were angels. So yeah. I do, yeah. Well. The idea of a higher power is what I believe in.
Me too. Like, look at this is what angels look like. Old angel pictures, just like balls of freaking.
That looks like a Rorschach test.
Dude.
What am I looking at?
Sorry,
Is this a psych exam? What am I looking at?
Big balls of eyes. How they used to like
Dude,
portray
that is
big balls eyes.
Yeah, they used to portray angels like that.
I'm pretty
like
sure
balls
I
of
dated
orbs.
someone with a tramp stamp.
I was gonna say a lot of orifices to enter on that bad boy.
Ooh, how about you, Ben?
Yeah,
Did anyone-
man, God is dead. We're all gonna die. I don't care. This is pointless. Hey guys,
too.
where can they find you?
Well, hold on. How would you confront your troll?
Oh,
So I just said the N-word too. And I got out of my car and I'm like, did you hear me?
I would go. Oh, okay. So you got to be turned.
Did you
around.
hear me?
That's crazy. It probably was someone like you in fucking high school. Like,
well, did you hear what I shouted at you and your wife?
I would fucking be like, hey. Autograph.
So we're both going to prison.
Like, you wanted one, you got one, and then I get them with my fucking brass knuckles. That's what I would do. Because I think they were smaller than me. I didn't get a good look.
Did
but
they?
It felt smaller than me.
They
So
sounded small.
I would grab on the shoulder and be like, you wanted it, you got one.
And then he
but my mom's mixed.
So we mixed with this dick.
Okay. We did it. We closed well.
This is like the worst episode we've ever done. There's no question.
I thought it was pretty good.
We are lost in the sauce.
I thought it was pretty good.
Pretty fucking
for how we came in, yeah.
I think we're
Yeah.
good. We're good people. And Mike, where can people find
We're
you?
good people. We have feelings, all right? We're allowed to express them, all right? We're not just dancing fucking monkeys.
That's what the guy yelled at me from the car.
I knew you'd have something for that. I knew you'd have something for that. At Just Mike Lester on all social medias. Yeah, if you're elderly or a child, I'll help you in the camps. If you have memberships at golf courses and have member guest passes, I'd love to play. I'll be in River Falls, Wisconsin in May. I'll be in Fargo in June. I'll be in Washington and Florida in July. Headlining all the shows I'll be headlining. I'm actually working on a new hour that I really like. That most of it happened in the month of March. It's a brutal hour.
It's cooking.
Brutal.
One of the best comedians I've ever seen in my life. You are going to like Mike Lester. If you think I'm funny, this motherfucker's 100 times funnier than me. Check him out. I want to ask you off air where you're going to be in Washington and all these other places. I love it.
Yep.
At Shaq Katzner on everything. Check me out. I post my dates on my website. It's Comeo Shaq Katzner. Just Google.
Ooh,
Ben
you got
Katzner.
the Comey.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that shit.
Comey.
And then subscribe to my YouTube. Subscribe to the podcast YouTube. Trying to build up our numbers. I think we're getting to we're getting somewhere. We're keeping it shaking, keeping it moving.
We're one away from 200 subs.
I don't want to say that because that feels good, but also it's like I wish it was like 2,000. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, you got to build.
We got to build.
You got to build.
Building at the end of the world. That's what we're really doing. So sub to that stuff. And what about you, Neil?
Neil Face on Instagram for my following what I'm doing, 7 Sword Sounds for my music. And if you want to go to Mike Lester, justmikelester.com and log in, give some information, join his website. We'd really appreciate that.
Join my
rascal.
website. And listen,
what a rascal.
As far as this episode goes, we showed up here, we tried, and we did it. And you know what? That's all it is. You got to just show up. If you show up, you know how many podcasters are in bed right now not doing it, but we showed up, and so can you. And until next time we show up, you can go to hell.
Go to hell.
I'm gonna
welcome back to the Troll Podcast.
Where we trash the trust.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.